Hello there. Welcome back to Primer lecture series presenting by Dr. K. Prem. That's me. Today's topic is intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights. So before going to the topic, we will see the what is the literal meaning of intellectual property and rights. Who are called intellectuals? The people are individual who can think and understand any given situation or complicated situation. They are called as intellectual. Property means belong to someone else, which is having a economic value. Rights means legal entitlement to do or to have it. That's called as rights. So here, intellectual people uses their brain to create certain things, and they claim rights over that to gain a benefits in the form of finance, in the form of money, right? So those rights are created, rights are claimed on their creations of intellectuals. So intellectual creates certain things and they claim rights over that. They are called as intellectual property rights. So my channel name is Dr. K. Prem-PRIMER, and don't forget to subscribe for regular updates. Here you see intellectual property rights. Intellectual property refers to creation of the mind, such as inventions, literary, artistic work, products of particular place of origin, design, symbols, names, images used in commerce. So all the things I mentioned here are created by the mind. Created by the mind. So who created intellectual created these things by using their brain or by using their mind. Such things are called as intellectual property. It's not physical property. They have created they created the property by using their brain or their mind. Such property is called as intellectual property. Intellectual properties is protected in the law. It is protected in the law in the various forms. So inventions means created something which is not existing. Literary means stories, novels, music, such as, right? So you see, the intellectual property is protected in the law in the form of patents, copyrights, trademarks, geographical indications, and industrial design. Industrial design, which enable individual or society to earn recognition or financial benefit from what they invent or conserving. So if I write a story, that's my property. So I can claim a copyright over that. Whoever want to use it, they have to pay royalty. So I used my mind to create a story, right? If I invent an article or a thing or a process, I can file a patent, right? So these are called as why we are getting these rights, because the person who have created such things has to get the recognition as well as the financial benefits. Why we are protecting their rights? Because to fetch them in financially as well as the recognition. For that reason, mind creations are protected in the form of patents, copyrights, trademarks, geographical indication, and industrial designs. Industrial designs. Because of that, whoever want to use it, they have to pay royalty to the inventor, right? The IP system aims to foster in an environment in which creativity and innovation can flourish. So it is doing two things by IP system. It is doing two. One is benefiting the creator in a recognition as well as the financially. But there is also one more advantage with the IP system is that once the patent is granted, that document becomes a public property. Means anybody can read it and can from that point they can use that as a inspiration to create or to refine new things or to refine the old one, right? So it is motivate the society to invent more things, right? This is what is the intellectual property rights, property and different rights. In the next slide we will see different rights and description, right? Here you see uh, IPR type, intellectual property right type, and description of intellectual property and time span of intellectual property rights. So as you all know that intellectual property rights are creation of mind, right? They can be protected in the law in various forms, right? The first one is patents. First one is patents. So first type of intellectual property right is patents. What can be patented? Any process or product. Process or product. So which should be a new, inventive and useful. So whenever a process or product which is a new or means novel or inventive and useful, then certain product such a process or product are patented. And for that, the patent is valid for 20 years from the date of application or from the date of application. And you see, once the 20 years over, right? And the patent, once they get on the certain product or process, so the patentee have a rights to sell, market, manufacture, lease, or gift the whatever their invention. So they have a exclusive rights over their patents. Whoever wants to use that patent, they have to pay royalty to the inventor, and that patent will stop the usage of any any anybody other than, it will not allow the any other than inventor. So the patent is valid for 20 years. Once it is expires, it's become a public property, and it is non-renewable. You cannot renew the patent. And the second intellectual property right is copyrights, under which books, novels, computer programs, films, poems, advertisements, music, choreography, paintings, sculpture, right? Whatnot. So many things comes under the copyrights. And if you see the copyright under time span, it's a lifetime plus 50 years after death. So suppose one person lives for 100 years, then that is a lifetime plus from the date of death to 50 years, like almost like 150 years. Again, this copyrights also non-renewable. You all know that Michael Jackson is earning more after death than the after death. So because of all copyrights on his songs. And third intellectual property right is trademarks. How do you distinguish a product, your favorite product, from its competitor? Based on the sign on that, sign or name or symbols, right? So you can differentiate the whatever product you want from its competitor very easily because it is having a peculiar or distinct signs. You see, a distinctive sign that identifies certain goods and services. You see, Amazon means A to Z. It means Amazon means they can supply or provide A to Z products. That is a arrow mark, and Amazon is a trademark of Amazon. Apple is a eat in one, bite one, right? That's a trademark. So every company and every product have a certain symbols or name or text which are which distinctly it's from its competitor, and it helps the consumer to pick up without much effort, right? So trademarks are very important to promote their products, and trademarks can be registered and they are valid for 10 years, and once they before expiring they can be renewable. You can renew the trademark. The next one is the fourth one is geographical indications. Geographical indication. So you see, Kanchipuram sari, very famous in silk saris, and Tirupati laddu, or basmati rice, or ikat saris. Why I'm saying here the product along with the place. So when you say any product along with the place, it means that the product coming from that place have a quality. So Darjeeling tea or Assam tea. So any product which is having the name of Darjeeling tea, only one product can have the Darjeeling tea name or Assam tea name, not many products. The tea which comes from the Darjeeling can have only Darjeeling. So the quality of the product is clubbed with the climate of the place, or skill of the place of the people. Hence, any product which is coming with a name will tell you the fineness and the quality of the product. So you see, sign used on goods that have a specific geographical origin, right? So geographical indications also valid for 10 years, and they are renewable. And the fifth one is industrial designs. Industrial designs. So three-dimensional or two-dimensional features of articles, for example, shape or pattern or colors or lines of the any article, especially jewelry, or any article with the specific shape, right? So they have certain comfort using the design. So those designs also can be registered, and they are valid for 10 years. Whoever invented, they can use it, and they are forbidding the anybody to use the same design, right? So here the industrial designs also for 10 years, and they are renewable. And the last one is trade secrets. Means certain products composition is secret. They don't reveal on that. So this is not protected under IPR, but it is the management of that product as to secure the that recipe recipes or algorithms or designs in a secured place. Whenever they are employing any employee, then they have to go for an agreement that non-disclosure agreements. When the same employee leaves the company, should not disclose the whatever he has done, whatever he learned, whatever he is, right. So that's non-disclosure agreements, and that will only protect the trade secrets. Best examples, Google search engine uses the algorithm. It's yet to be, you know, they're not revealed to anybody, right? And certain food recipes, especially McDonald and so on, or even Kentucky Fried Chicken, their recipe secrets are non, they're kept secret, right? So these are the intellectual property rights, and so this is all about intellectual property rights in nutshell. In the coming lecture series, I'll explain patents and geographical indications and other intellectual property rights in detail. So please try to subscribe my channel. That's Dr. K. Primer for regular updates. So thank you for listening, and see you again with the one more video. Until then, bye bye.